Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all those who follow my channel. This is Paul Gunson from Paul Gunson channel on YouTube. Thought I'd do a message today. It's been a up and down week. News and information that's coming out has been pretty quiet. Nothing real major going on. Still following what's going on in the American election, and also closely watching Israel at the moment, because I do think there are things getting a little bit heated over there with the communication between Iran and Israel, and sort of threats that are coming out, and there's been some disturbances. So watch my space on that one. I want to give a big shout out to some of my close friends here on YouTubers, people who I have communications with, I've done some podcasts with, and kind of on the same page really. Dan Wilkinson and also Kirsten MacDonald, better known, It's a Consecrated Life. And we're kind of following the same narrative, we're doing the same information, we're looking at end time prophecy, we're looking at global events and seeing what's panning out in the world, and really just trying to get an idea of where we are, what we're experiencing, how it's impacting on us, what we see, what we understand there. But one of the things that is becoming quite evident now with this global censorship of certain social media platforms, it's becoming ever increasingly difficult to really share your thoughts and feelings. And I'm no exception to that. I'm finding that some of the information I'm posting is somewhat being watched, shall we say. But I've been a little bit candid. I've tried to be a little bit sensitive of what the news is and what is potentially going to cause problems for my channel, and therefore the information that I share with my followers. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different, because each of us now are looking at our platforms and saying, well, hold on, why are they being taken down? And we're being very much sensitive to the narrative. So I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I will be posting a little bit later on today, probably be having a chat with my good friend over in New Zealand, Kirsten MacDonald. It's a Consecrated Life. So I hope we're able to do that later on today. It will be this evening, so we're about, where are we? Coming up to noon in the UK at the moment. So we're probably looking at 9 p.m. tonight for me, 10 o'clock possibly. But I will post it as soon as we get access to it. But I want to share with you, what I'm going to try and do, just to keep the live feed and the message positive, because right now there's just such a lot of uncertainty, and I think people maybe get frustrated, get fed up with it all, and when's it going to end, and all this, what's going on with all this vaccine, and what's going on with the politics. Why is the economy falling apart, and why are governments collapsing, and what is going on out there now? Unless you are a researcher, you're not going to know, because the mainstream media is giving us one message and the reality is a totally different thing. So I'm going to still try at best to keep the narrative going as to what I see going on. But I was pondering on some of the situations I found myself in throughout my life, in particular when I've lost loved ones, my son, my parents, my wife last year to COVID. And one of the things that's always given me comfort is when I turn to God, and I make no apology for that. I love the Lord. I love the gospel. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and I love the message of hope that brings to the world. But something that touched me, particularly when we lost our son, is, and my son-in-law as well, a few years prior to that, in 2003, and then we lost our son in 2006, was I went to our local Anglican cathedral, because I was looking, I was searching, I was kind of down, and I wanted to do something special. I was asked to speak at our son-in-law's funeral service, so I wanted to do something special. And I went to our local cathedral, Anglican cathedral, where I knew there was a library, a sort of, obviously a gospel library. And I started to look at poems, and I came across this wonderful lady. Don't know anybody is familiar with this, Ellen Steiner Rice, A Time to Love. And basically, I came across a poem that I shared with the family at the time, which was a prayer, a poem of comfort and love and support. And I've read her book ever since. Whenever I feel a little bit down and I want, spiritual uplift, while I often turn to prayer and scripture, I also like to read poetry. So what I thought I'd do, just to add a little bit of sort of spice to my channel, is I'm going to occasionally, maybe once a week, share a poem, because I know, and I'm sure you, the listener, may very well feel, that we live in very, very troubled times, and it's hard to know where to turn, what to do, how to do it. Not necessarily saying everybody's religious, so people might find turning to God is not their answer. It's my answer personally, and I'm only speaking for myself. But things like poetry and books and understanding what life is all about can be crucial in helping us deal with perhaps mental health, struggle, stress, having lost a loved one. So what I'd like to do for my audience is I'm going to read a poem that I came across, and one that I think is pertinent to today. And I hope you enjoy, because this is for you. It's something that I took comfort in, and I hope that this helps your day be a little bit better. So I'm going to do, it's called In Hours of Discouragement, God is Our Encouragement. Okay. Sometimes we feel uncertain and unsure of everything, afraid to make decisions, dreading what the day will bring. We keep wishing it were possible to dispel all fear and doubt, and to understand more readily just what life is all about. God has given us the answers, which too often go unheeded. But if we search his promises, we'll find everything that's needed to lift our faltering spirits and renew our courage too. For there's absolutely nothing too much for God to do. For the Lord is our salvation and our strength in every fight, our Redeemer and Protector, our eternal guiding light. He has promised to sustain us. He is our refuge from all harms. And underneath this refuge are the everlasting arms. So cast your burdens on him, seek his counsel when distressed, and go to him for comfort when you're lonely and oppressed. For God is our encouragement in troubles and in trials, and in suffering and in sorrow, he will turn our tears to smiles. Beautiful. Hope that helps you. I hope it brightens your day. I hope it brings you comfort and joy. For those of you who perhaps are seeking the Lord or want to find out more, please like, subscribe to our channel, and raise some comments if you're looking and searching. If there's anything that I can do to bring you hope, I will gladly do it. I love you all. Thanks for listening. I hope you find that uplifting and edifying, and perhaps just brightens your day. God bless, and I hope you have a continued blessed day today. Take care. Love you loads. Bye for now.